in Islam, there's certain criterias that are used for when it comes to the age of marriage. So number one, that person should be mentally mature. Okay. Secondly, they should be physically mature. And thirdly, it should be the societal norm. So these are three really main points that we should keep in mind. Yeah. So even if that person is mentally mature and physically mature, but it's not the societal norm, then it fails the criteria for that person to get married. Okay. So now my question to you. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Jay.
Jay, lovely name, Jay. So Jay, what I would say to you is, if we look at America, the 50 or so states, each state has a different age of marriage. Even in the UK, we've seen over many decades and centuries, the ages of marriage changes. Yeah, we can see in Nigeria, from the last time I checked, the age of marriage was 12. Would I get my daughter married at 12? No way. Yeah. Would I marry at 12? No way. Would I marry a 12-year-old? No way. That's not correct.
Would you marry a 6-year-old?
No, of course not. Because look,
I thought
a
you
6 year.
did, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna come to it. We're gonna come to it. Yeah, just bear with me. Have patience with me.
I will.
So, bearing in mind the criteria now, yeah, physically mature, mentally mature, and the societal norm. Okay, there's different ways of tackling this now. At the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he had many enemies. Yeah, who were pagan worshippers, etc., and they fought him. They spread mischief on the land, etc. None of them, there's non-Muslim historians and Muslim historians who have studied the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in detail. There is nowhere that any of the enemies of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said he did anything wrong. Okay, one, which shows it was a societal norm at the time. Secondly, someone that's gone through sexual abuse, physical abuse, or whatever it is as a child will eventually speak about it. There was a wisdom behind why the Prophet Muhammad married Aisha, peace be upon her, and it was ordained by God. He was shown, correct me if I'm wrong, he was shown dream after dream, and it was ordained by God, and there was wisdom behind it because she is one of the main narrators of hadith. So when we look at the hadith, Aisha, peace be upon her, is one of the main narrators of the hadith. Number one, because she was young, she could absorb it, she would learn, she would be around the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Secondly, this also goes to show that we don't suppress women, we don't oppress women. She was a female scholar. We actually look up to her. We encourage our wives to be like these women. So this shows that we don't silence them. Yeah? So it shows that she didn't even speak about what happened to her. Someone like you, we see it today, when someone's gone through some kind of abuse, they'll speak about it eventually. She is the one and the main narrators of hadith. She didn't say anywhere that she was abused or anything like this. If anything, she spoke positive about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Even after the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, died, yeah, she still spoke positive about him. Thirdly, if we go back 100 years, for example, just in the UK, there was kings and queens getting married at very young ages, which shows it was a societal norm.
That's wrong.
No, to you today, yeah, to me it's wrong as well. Today, as in the society,
like I just said, morality is not
Look.
confined by time.
no, you have to understand. This was the societal norm at the time.
I understand,
Yeah,
I understand what you're
morality,
saying. I
morality.
agree with you.
When we speak about moral compass, Jay, yeah, moral compass is different to whether someone can get married or not. Look, at the time it was correct me if I'm wrong again. The women would mature a lot more earlier. Secondly, it was a societal norm. Look, for example, even today in 2025, if we get a 15-year-old and then we go to a very, say, third world country or hard-working country that's gone through a lot and hardship, and you get a 15-year-old from there, there's a world of difference in terms of their commitments and their responsibility, how they keep their word and keep their timing and the way they think. There's a world of difference. So even their maturity levels and is different to anyone else in a different part of the world, because we've been spoiled. Yeah, we've been spoiled. So look, what I'm saying is, look, if we go back in time, even if we look in the Bible, I'm not sure if you're a Christian or not, but even if you look in the Bible, the age of Rebecca was 3. And
That was wrong.
Huh?
That's wrong.
It says in the Bible, this is what the biblical scholars say, that when she married Isaac, she was 3. This is an opinion. They say between the age of 3 and 12 or 3 and 14.
That's wrong.
Okay, you're saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is, even the age of Aisha, there's a dispute on this. There's a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Whether she was
Yeah.
6 or she was 18.
Okay.
You know, when you go back 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, you'll see different ages of when consent was considered legally allowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's saying that we can't judge previous societies' ages of consent based upon today's standards. So
I agree with you. I agree with you.
so if we say that 18 years old in today's time
That's why I started off by saying the morality. I'm judging it from internal morality.
I know,
not by societal norms.
But we're agreeing with the internal morality that you're saying, in the sense of that the relationship should be consensual, should be happy, should be for the benefit of both parties, and that's what it was between the Prophet and Aisha. That was that relationship. It was a loving, happy relationship, and you can study that relationship and her life and his life and see that. There's no doubt about that. So the only issue that there's a difference about is that when is it legally allowed, according to different societies, to, you know, for that relationship to take place according to the law. And we're saying that as you go, if you look back in history, you'll find that the legal age has varied from time to place according to different societal concerns. But the basic moral principle is there.